So this is going to be a fun one. I'm going to share with you 18 items that will make your life easier, things that you will use every single day. Half of them are things that I've never shared with you before. The other half are things that I use and love every single day and absolutely could not do without. These are everyday finds that you'll wish you bought sooner. I have some of them in front of me looking around. I wish I had known about these years and years ago because they would have made my life so much simpler. So all of these items, all 18, will be linked in the description box below. All you have to do is tap and shop, and of course they're on my Amazon storefront. So I'm starting off with one of our newest finds this year. Let me tell you a story. You know, I love to tell a story. So my husband retired almost 4 months ago, and I cannot believe how fast the time is flying. But since he's been home, he has tons of outdoor projects, things that were on his list, things he wanted to tackle, and it never fails. I mean, you can just bet the moon on this. If my husband is outside, he's going to get bit by a mosquito. He's going to get a tick. There is going to be something every single time. And so I discovered these little tick repellent stickers. My husband does not like to spray tick repellent on him. He doesn't like the way it smells. He doesn't want bug repellent and DEET on his skin. So I did a deep dive into how to keep ticks and mosquitoes away from him, and it's kids stickers, believe it or not. These are little teeny stickers that you put on your clothes, not on your skin. So when you come inside, you just peel them off your clothes. They make the little stickers that repel ticks and also stickers that repel mosquitoes. They're not made of chemicals. They are plant-based and they are adorable. So they're made for kids, but absolutely adults can use them too. And for a full-grown adult, you would need to use 4 stickers. Depending on the age of the kid, you could use 1 or 2 stickers. So you don't place the sticker on your skin, you place the sticker on your clothes closest to your skin. So for my husband, he puts one on his sleeve. We put one on the back of his shirt because he always gets bit on his neck. If he has on shorts, you can put one on the top of your sock or the top of your shoe or the bottom of the shorts. Put one on the other sleeve and it keeps away the ticks and the mosquitoes. So both styles of stickers are non-toxic. They're chemical free. They are odor free. They're so easy to travel with them. If you're going camping or you have a trip or your kids are going to camp, they can easily stick this on themselves, grandkids too, and husbands too. The tick repellent version is made of geranium, peppermint, thyme, and cedarwood, and they are so convenient. The mosquito versions are made of citronella essential oils. They're plant-based. They last for 6 hours and have a very long shelf life. So if you bought a package and didn't use them all this season, they're still good next year. So if you have husbands, or you, or kids, or grandkids in your house, highly recommend the little tick repellent stickers and the mosquito repellent stickers. And you don't have to spray that messy stuff on your skin and then come in and take a bath because you know that's a whole thing. Just stick these on your clothes and you are good to go. So something else my husband started doing since he retired was taking a Maca root supplement, and he swears this gives him more energy and consistent level energy all day long. So he takes this specific brand because it is organic. It is made of black, red, and yellow Maca root powder, and there are no fillers in this specific brand. He does take the full 1900 milligrams, which is 2 capsules every morning with breakfast, and he swears by this stuff. So I'm not a doctor. Check with your doctor before you start taking a supplement. My husband did check with his doctor. He said it was fine for him to take. And since he's been taking this for 4 months now, consistently every day, he swears he has so much more energy. And then I got something for me. It's like everywhere I go, when I look at social media, I see women on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the things. All these women are using eye patches. And I recently went and got a facial and had some of these put on my face, and I thought they were the neatest thing. So I immediately came home and bought myself some eye patches. And these are patches that you can put under your eyes, right here on your jowls, and even on your forehead to help smooth out your 11 lines. And these are so cool. Let me show you this. So you have a little spoon, spoolie type thing that fits right in the top because the patches are kind of jelly-ish is what I'll call it. And you have to have this to be able to get in here and pick them up. But the patches are so incredibly thin, and you lay them under your eyes or on your 11s. Patches are made of caffeine collagen. They are meant to depuff, get rid of redness, smooth fine lines, and it promotes smoother, firmer skin. So you get 30 sets of patches in this little tub, and you can keep these at room temperature or you can keep them in your fridge. I actually put these on at night. After I wash my face, we watch TV for about an hour before we go to bed. So I wash my face, I put on my patches. Sometimes I'll do one on the 11, not every single night. And then I just leave them on there for about an hour. They don't slide down. They don't move around. I keep mine in the fridge. And so they just feel so incredibly good. And then when it's bedtime, I pull the patches off and I have some of that gel still left on my face and I just rub it in around my eyes, and I absolutely love these. So when I was trying to decide what brand to get, the esthetician that did my facial recommended this one, and then when I saw it on Amazon and saw that more than 20,000 tubs of this are sold every single month, that was kind of the deciding factor, and I went with the Medicube and absolutely love them. And I started using something new in my kitchen, and I'm trying to be a little bit more aware of the products that I use in my kitchen and get away from chemicals. So, you know, when you're doing dishes and you're cleaning your kitchen, you just sometimes need a sponge. A little hand brush isn't going to do it. So I got these plant-based sponges, and these are the coolest things. They are made of fibers from a coconut. They're eco-friendly, they're non-toxic, and they're non-scratch. They are odor-free, they are porous, and they dry very, very quickly. You get 12 of them in a package, and they're just incredible. They do such a good job. I love that it's made from coconut. I can set it out on the countertop when I finish with my dishes or whatever I'm doing, and it dries super quick. I can use it over and over again, and when I feel like it's degraded enough, you can just toss it out. You can put it in your compost bin if you want to and grab another. So this is what I'm now using in my kitchen. My daughters actually use these as well. They're actually the ones that got me onto these coconut sponges, and I feel better about doing it. I feel like I'm helping myself. I'm not introducing fake products and fake chemicals into my kitchen, and I'm helping the environment every time I use one. So my son-in-law actually got me onto a very similar product, and he got a really bad burn, and it was late at night. Couldn't go out and get anything for it. They didn't have anything in their house to put on the burn. So my daughter put honey on his hand. It was right through here, and the next morning it was almost healed. So she calls me and starts telling me about, did you know that honey is a healing thing? I did not know this. She did a little research on the internet, and the internet is what told her to put honey on her husband's burn. So I ordered some of the Manuka honey ointment. I keep this in the house because my husband is prone to get scratches and little burns and nicks and pokes, and he's always got a something, and I love the Manuka honey. You get fast relief with this. It is antibiotic free because you don't want to put an antibiotic on all the things. It is for small wounds, burns, scrapes, cuts, nicks, all the things that you do to your skin. It is made from 100% certified medical grade Manuka honey. It is a fairly small tube, but a little bit goes a long way. Just get this, keep it in your house, and when somebody gets a small skin injury, you're ready to treat it. If you all saw my recent video, I shared with you that I met with a professional makeup artist, and she told me how to do all the things for my now 55-year-old skin. And I took my makeup to my meeting with her and my makeup brushes, and she told me how to use my products. And she laughed at me the whole time and said her fun fact that she learned about me was that I love a really bright, fun pop of color on my cheeks. I truly believe that just the on your cheeks is what brings me to life. It makes me look healthy and vibrant, like I've been out in the sun. I'm living my best life. If I don't have on this blush, I just kind of feel meh, right? So this is a blush that I've been using for years and years, and literally probably 15 years. It is from Tarte, and this is the shade called Natural Beauty. And I just do a little teeny dab right here on the tops of my cheeks, and it just brings me to life. It truly does. So Tarte's Amazonian Clay Blush is long lasting, it is buildable, and it is very lightweight. So this is the last little thing that I put on my cheeks after I have my other makeup done. If you want to see my whole makeup routine, I'll link that makeup tutorial down in the description box. But a lot of you asked me about this in the comments on that video, so I wanted to give you a little bit more information here. So as I'm filming this video today, it is late summer. And you know that I hate winter. I absolutely do not like winter because where I live in Western Kentucky, it's not just the cold, but it is dark and it is gray and it is gloomy. We hardly see sunshine. It is very rare. And I discovered about 20 years ago that I get the winter blues. I get seasonal blues. So I bought a Happy Light all those years ago, and I swear by this, for 5 to 6 months out of the year, I sit in front of my Happy Light every single morning without fail for 20 minutes. This is the reason that I can get through the winter and still be happy and bright and bubbly. If I didn't use my Happy Light in the morning, I would be half asleep, not perky, and my mood would be in the crapper, honestly. This is the Happy Light that I have. It sits on my desk. It is paper thin. It has a stand with it, and I love this one because it has a timer. It has a brightness adjustment, it has different levels, and you can also choose the color of light that you want to come out of your Happy Light. And this puts off 10,000 lux of LED free light, and this is truly light therapy. Like, this is a real thing, and I've been telling you all about this for years, and I'm always surprised that a lot of people haven't heard about this. But honestly, when I heard some women talking about it 20 years ago, I hadn't heard about it either. But if you get the seasonal blues like I do, you should try Happy Light. Winter is coming, fall is coming, as much as I don't want it to. So the time will be coming when I get mine out, and it'll sit on my desk all winter long. And the light helps your body maintain its normal circadian rhythm, the rise and fall of the sunshine, because you can't go outside and get all of the natural sunlight that your body needs during those gloomy winter months, or I can at least here in Kentucky. This light mimics that in real time and keeps my body in sync. It keeps it in check. It keeps it feeling like it's summertime, even though it's not. And you don't look into the light. You just have the light shining in the direction of your face. You can be working on your computer, reading a book, doing anything, but you're not staring into the light. And it does its thing. Takes 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, and that amount will vary depending on you. Your body will tell you when it's had enough of the light, but I just know for me 20 minutes is perfect. So I have my hair back in a little headband today because I was in the pool yesterday. My father-in-law came over for dinner. I ran in super quick and took a shower, and this is what it ended up today. But tomorrow, my hair will probably be in a ponytail because it will be day 3 hair. And over my ears right here, I always get little curly fuzzy hairs that it doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get them to lay down or kind of slick down. They always just fuzz up right there, and I absolutely hate it. I can try to tuck it behind my ears. It pops back out. I can put hairspray on it. It just doesn't stay. And I saw someone on TikTok talking about a slick stick, and she had the exact same problem I had. So I got this, and I am telling you what, this stuff works amazing. So it's a little roll-up stick that you just, once you have your hair back, glide over the area that you want to tame, and you really can't use your fingers. You need a little brush or a comb. This is the brush that I use, and I just glide it through that hair, and it just tacks it down so nice, and it will stay tacked down all day long. This stuff truly is a game changer, and it comes in this little bitty stick, and it just rolls up kind of like deodorant, and it doesn't flake off. It doesn't leave white residue. It doesn't get sticky. I can actually wear my hair pulled back in a ponytail or even down the next day if I want to. It just kind of during the night disappears, I feel like. So every time now when I pull my hair back, I'm using the slick stick. And this is not just for curly hair. You can have straight hair, wavy hair, anywhere that you have a little area that you just need to tame. Give the slick stick a try. I swear by this stuff. And a lot of you all ask me, how do I keep my teeth so white? And it is with Opalescence teeth whitening trays. This is it. I do nothing else. You all know I drink tea every night for dinner. I drink coffee in the morning, and it truly is these teeth whitening trays. So it comes in a set. You get pre-filled trays. So in each package, there's a tray for the top, a tray for the bottom. They're already pre-filled. You just pop them right in, leave in 15 minutes, and then just rinse your mouth out. That is it. So if you first start using these like I did a whole video about it, documenting every single day I did them. Did it make my teeth sensitive? Could I see a difference? I'll link that video below so you can watch it in detail. So in the beginning, I did these every other day for 3 days to get my teeth the whiteness that I wanted them to be. And then once a week, I just do it once to maintain that color whiteness. So these were actually developed by a dentist. There have been more than 11 million of these sold. They're super popular and they're made of 15% peroxide. I don't leave mine on for more than 15 minutes. Like I set a timer, 15 minutes, the trays come out. Any longer, I can get a little bit of tooth sensitivity. It's not anything major. I mean, it's just like a minor, but still 15 minutes, I just know about myself. That's my limit. So I take them out, and the trays come in a bundle. You can get 7 in a bundle, 10 in a bundle, and it comes with a little travel size tube of tooth whitening toothpaste. And it's funny the things you can learn from your grown children. I have 2 grown daughters, and one of them told me about the Diamond Dazzle stick. She, like me, never cleans her jewelry. Like honestly, I just cannot remember to ever clean my wedding ring. And so she told me about this Diamond Dazzle stick, and this is the coolest thing. So there's a little brush on the end that has long, soft but stiff bristles, and this is filled with a blue, slightly blue gel. So you roll up until you can see the gel come out the top, and then you just brush it on any of your jewelry, and it gets rid of dirt, grease. It doesn't leave water stains. It is fast drying. Like this stuff is great, and these bristles are designed to get underneath your stones. I can really get in underneath my diamond, and I have some baguettes on the side too, and just get in there and work and get my ring clean. And there it is. I don't have to set a reminder to clean my jewelry and get out the cleaning tray and the liquid and all the things. It's just right here in this super easy Diamond Dazzle stick. And then once I do it, I'm like, wow, my ring just looks so good. So this really is something every single person can use. Now, if you're late to the game, like I was, I know a lot of people have an air fryer. I did not have an air fryer, and my retired husband talked me into getting an air fryer, and I am now an air fryer junkie. So I told him, pick out whatever you want. I don't care, because honestly thought I wasn't gonna like the air fryer. He picked out a 6-quart Cuisinart, and it is a game changer. I'm cooking everything in the air fryer. I don't know how I did without an air fryer. This one is stainless steel on the inside, so it's super easy to clean out. All of the parts are dishwasher safe. It has 5 preset settings: roast, bake, broil, air fryer, and keep warm. There's a timer. It has a glass front so you can actually see your food cooking. And the best part is doesn't blow around your food. So we used to have, I guess it was a very inexpensive, stupid, bad air fryer, and everything I tried to cook would fly around in the air fryer. The Cuisinart does not do that. I don't understand the technology, but everything stays put. So everything that comes out of the air fryer is done super fast. It is crispy. It is perfectly cooked. Everything from heating up leftover pizza, my husband coming home with Chick-fil-A and we need to refresh our fries. We cook baked potatoes in the air fryer. Pretty much anything that comes out of the freezer, it is going in the air fryer. It is a game changer. So if you've been needing a new air fryer or hate your current air fryer, I highly recommend the Cuisinart. So in the past couple of months, I have added 2 new mirrors into my bathroom. The first one is a freestanding Vanity makeup mirror, and then I have a very similar version that is hard mounted onto our wall. And let me explain the difference and why I have the two. So the freestanding version has a 7-inch square mirror on a very strong, sturdy base, and both mirrors actually have one side that's a regular mirror and the other side has a 10-time magnification. They both turn on with one touch of a button. You can change the color of light just with a simple tap. They are both cordless. You just simply charge them up and they will run for months literally without charging them. They both have brightness controls. You just hold your finger here and you can bright and dim the light. The tabletop version rotates like this, and the stand you can raise up or lower. So I keep this mirror sitting at my vanity table, so when I put on my makeup I'm actually sitting down so I can do everything I need to. I can do the color temperature, I can raise it up when I'm doing my mascara, I can lower it down if I'm looking at something on my face. I have the oil rubbed bronze version in both mirrors. They're also available in chrome, polished nickel, gold, black, and white. We have another version of a very similar mirror mounted onto the wall in our bathroom so that my husband can have his own mirror. It's a little bit larger, it is circular, and you have a 9-inch round mirror. And I absolutely love this mirror because it has an extendable arm, 360 degrees. You can turn it, you can raise it, you can lower it, you can flip it. It also has the 10 times magnification, the brightness levels. You can choose your color of light. It does all of those amazing things, but I can pull it down for me. I'm 5'2". My husband can raise it up for him. He's 5'9". When we're not using it, you can use that kind of accordion arm to press it back against the wall. So both mirrors have great uses. We love them both. We both use them, and I don't know what we ever did without them because I'm not exaggerating. I'm looking in one of these 2 mirrors at least 5 times a day. So everybody's got bugs in their house, right? Those little flying insects, gnats, flies, mosquitoes, something. And I have a Zevo flying insect trap. That's what the blue light is, plugged in over there because as you can see, I have a ton of tomatoes. It's summertime, the garden is in. We have corn, tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, I have bananas, lemons, limes. It's just always something. And this is the time of year we keep the back door open with the doggy door so the dogs can come in and out, and we just have flying things in our house. So the Zevo flying insect trap, you all know how much I love this thing, and I'm going to pull this out and show you. I have not looked at this in about a week. I'm always amazed. I am always amazed at how many bugs, look at that, how many bugs are on the back of this, stuck, that were caught flying around my house. So I have sworn by this thing for years and years, and it is now time for me to change out this little sticky backing and pop in a new one. So I keep a box of refills here. It is super simple to do. I'll do it for you here. This is what a refill looks like. You just pop off the sticky blue backing and don't touch it with your hand, my goodness, because it is super sticky. Take that, pop it in right here. That's it. Clean and fresh compared to mucked up with a bunch of bugs. And then I just plug it back into my outlet and I'm good to go for another week or so. So I keep the flying insect trap there pretty much all year round except for the dead of winter. And it is truly, truly invaluable. So if you have bugs in your house, you should give that a try. So the next 2 items, I'm actually going to take you into my bedroom because it's way easier to explain there. So I sleep on a latex foam pillow, and I've told you all about this for years. And there are 2 types of latex foam pillows that I have in my house. The more expensive version, my husband and I sleep on. It's in our master bedroom. The less expensive, but still a little bit pricey version is what we actually have on the guest beds upstairs. And I get a lot of questions about latex foam pillows, so I wanted to show you the difference, tell you exactly why we love latex foam and why you're going to want one too. So let's start with the less expensive version. So latex foam is a natural fiber. It is temperature resistant, meaning it doesn't get hot and it doesn't get cold. Latex foam is anti-allergy, so it resists dust mites and mold. And latex is super bouncy. It doesn't give in and stay there. It doesn't get warm when you lay your head on it. It's just, I always explain it, it's like sleeping on a cloud. It's a very bouncy pillow. So the less expensive version does come with a cotton sateen cover over the pillow. It has a zip closure. This brand is made in the United States, under $100, and you cannot choose your firmness. You can only choose the size. So there's a standard, a queen, and a king size pillow. And this is what I have in my guest bedrooms. The more expensive version that I sleep on myself is available in 4 different firmnesses: extra soft, soft, medium, and firm. I sleep on the medium. My husband sleeps on the firm, and it's available in standard, queen, and king sizes. My latex pillow does not come with a cover on it. This is a pillow cover that I have added myself, which I will link below. But when I take that cover off, you'll see that my pillow comes with a loose fitting, very thin zippered closure cover. And for me, this is just a little bit too thin. I don't want to tear up my latex foam beneath, because if you can see the little dots, that is the latex foam pillow itself. So I do put on an extra protective cover, but this is what a latex foam pillow looks like inside. It is squishy and bouncy. It is full of little holes is what that is. So I'm going to stack these up so you can kind of see the difference. They're both equally bouncy. They're both of great quality, but with the more expensive version, you do have firmness options. But with the less expensive version, you don't have to add that additional sateen cover on the outside. They're both fantastic. I would sleep on either one of them. My guests, my daughters, my son-in-laws, when they come to our house, they are sleeping on these. Everybody loves latex foam. I've been sleeping on latex and raving about latex for probably 30 plus years now. It's great for side sleepers, back sleepers, stomach sleepers. I'm a side sleeper, so is my husband, and he gets super hot. So the fact that these don't retain heat and they're hypoallergenic, because he has allergies, he will sneeze at everything. They're just a fantastic pillow, and I love that they don't cave in and stay in. They're just perfectly bouncy. They hold my head. I'm sleeping on a cloud. I sleep wonderful every single night. So if you've heard me talking about these pillows at different times and didn't understand the differences, well, there it is for you all laid out. So if you happen to be wondering about this little outfit that I have on, and I know you are, I'll tell you now, because I know I'll get asked in the comments, Renee, tell me what you're wearing. So this is one of my favorite things. I'm going out to dinner later today, and I do not like to wear shorts into a restaurant. There's just something about my legs touching the back of a restaurant chair or booth that just kind of freaks me out. So I always try to wear pants when I'm going into a restaurant. So this is a little super casual set that is so easy to wear. I feel like I'm in my pajamas, no joke, but I actually looked kind of dressed up. You can dress this up. You can have on sandals, you can have on heels, you can wear flip-flops. Anything works with this little set. I love that it has longer-ish cap sleeves, and the set comes in 20 different colors. Everything from these beautiful kind of muted jewel colors to bright to classics to blacks and all that stuff. But the best part about it, you don't tuck it in. The top is just a smidge longer. It's meant to be worn out. Has little slits on the side, but it really is the pants. The pants have pleats kind of embedded into the fabric themselves. They're perfect. I happen to be barefoot right now, but I could put on heels, slides, sandals, anything, even little sneakers. And the pants are perfectly flowy, so incredibly comfortable. They have an elastic waist. There's no pockets, which I love. Pockets can get a little bulky sometimes. The pants don't need pockets. And I just think they are so cool. I actually have the set in 2 colors. And earlier I was sitting at my desk and I was making some notes from this video. And my husband came in and he looked at me and he was like, wow, that looks really good. And I said, well, I'm getting dressed up for dinner tonight. I'm going to film this video. I figured I'd go on and put it on. And he said, I like that. That's a really pretty color. And he was like touching the material. He said, you look like you're super comfy. I said, I am. That's why I'm wearing it to dinner and I have it on all day today. So if you're looking for a super comfortable set, you could wear it now like this. When it cools off, put on a little denim jacket or a little cardigan. There's so many pretty colors. And trust me, you're going to feel like you're in pajamas, but you look cute as a button. So I hope you find something in today's video that you can't live without, that makes your life easier, that's a true game changer, or just a classic staple item you didn't know you needed. See you later.